Hello students, my name is Shiznais Antoniel F. Salanga, your teacher at Art 7. So I would like to welcome you on Paris College of Information and Technology. So welcome to our school. So for our quarter 1 preliminary, we have the lesson 1, Arts and Craft from the Highlands and Lowlands of Luzon. So before I start with my lesson, I would like to show you the different objectives for this lesson. So first, you need to analyze the elements and principles of art in the production of one's arts and crafts inspired by the arts of Luzon in terms of highlands and lowlands. Second, we have to identify the characteristics of arts and crafts in specific areas in Luzon, especially like paper mache, paete, ifuga wood sculptures, Calderiella jewelry, pottery, tattoo, and Ilocos weaving and pottery, and etc. Third, you need to appreciate the artifacts and art objects in terms of their uses, as well as their distinct use of art elements and principles. Last, you need to create a craft that can be locally assembled with local materials guided by local traditional technique. So, are you ready? Okay, first, you need to tackle about the arts of the Philippines. So what we have here is, what is Philippine music? When we say Philippine music, this include the musical performance arts in the Philippines or by the Filipinos composed in a various genre and styles. So the compositions are often a mixture of different Asian, European, Latin American, and other indigenous influences. So, ang mga kanta na meron tayo sa ating bansa ay may pinaghalo-halo na pinanggalingan galing sa iba't ibang bansa. So, hindi siya nag-originate. So, meron tayong mga pinagkukuhaan. Kumbaga, kung meron man tayong ginawang sarili nating kanta, meron to inspired by the other countries. As I said, just like the different countries in Asians, European, the Latin American. So, meron dyan, diba? Meron tayong mga English songs, meron tayong mga OPM songs, and etc. So, when we say Philippines art naman, it refers to the artwork of art that developed since the beginning of civilization. So, wala pa tayo, meron ng Philippine art. So, paano ba nakikita yon? So, Philippines up to the present era, it reflects to the society with wide range of diverse cultural influence and how it honed to the culture and the arts of the country. So, nakikita yon as the day goes by. So, dito meron nakikitang improvement kung paano ba yung mga Philippine arts. Kung una dati, nasa mga bato lang yung arts natin, pero ngayon meron na nakasabit sa painting, sa wall, meron din sa mga mobile phones nyo, right? So, Philippine art can be referred to visual arts, performing arts, sculptures, or even textiles. So, pag sinabi kasing Philippine art or art, hindi lang kasi ang unang papasok sa isip nyo ay painting, o kaya sculptures. So, pwede rin itong performing arts. Ano ba yung mga performing arts? Pagsasayaw, pagkanta, and even pag-acting. So, yon under yun ng performing arts. So, sculptures, ito yung mga nakikita nyo mga rebulto, yung mga man-made, yung mga ginagawa ng tao gamit their own hand. Then, textiles, when we say textile, hindi tiles. No, hindi siya tiles. So, when we say textiles, ito yung mga ginagamit sa mga tela. So, ito yung mga nakikita nyong pattern sa tela na madalas na sinusuot. It can be a silk or on carpet, ganon. So, gonna see Philippine art. So, now, let's proceed with the art of Luzon in Highlands. So, sa bandang kataas-taasan. Banda ng Luzon. So, the Luzon is the largest and the most populous island in the Philippines. And the 15th largest in the world. Imagine, 15th largest in the world. So, this is located in the northern region of the archipelago. So, the economic and the political center of the nation, being home to the country's capital city, which is the Manila. So, ang capital ng Pilipinas ay nasa Luzon, which is the Manila. So Luzon is made out of different cities and provinces, each with a distinct characteristics that uniquely displays their remarkable beauty, culture, and even the tradition of the different regions here in the Luzon. So the different cities and provinces that make up the island of Luzon feature several forms of arts and crafts, which is not only represent the unique qualities of their respective regions, but also contributes to the overall cultural identity of the Philippines. So, hindi lang pinapakita kung ano yung mga different uniqueness na meron sa mga different regions na meron sa Luzon. Pero, ito din ay nagpapakita or nagpapakilala kung ano ang meron sa lugar na yon. So, just like in any other cultural material, each of the art forms of Luzon carries a long line evolution as a part of the history. And each of these art forms was subjected under several stages of transformative and historical developments. So, before it was finally established into the distinct art form that we know today. So, makikita dito yung yung improvement na meron yung Pilipinas in terms of arts and crafts. Kasi nag-umpisa lang naman tayo sa wala hanggang sa nag-improve at nakilala ang ating bansa. Right? So, under the art and crafts of Luzon, we have the wood carving. So, wood carving, kilala rin ang Pilipinas sa larangan ng paglilila. So, the Ifugaos, so one of these is the Ifugaos. So, the Ifugaos are well known for the impressive craftsmanship and wood carving. So, this special skills is mostly exemplified in the meticulous creation of wooden carved figures known as bulul. So, as you can see on the picture, meron akong dito sa slide, ayan, that is the picture of the bulul. So, these wooden carved figures are crafted in the round images of ancestors, deities, and spirits. So, as granary gods, the bulul serves the purpose of protecting. So, itong makikita nyo ito, yung nasa picture na yan, it serves as a protection para sa mga Ifugao people. So, as you can see, in the sitting position, the bulul is usually depicted with his rear end close above the ground and his arm resting across his upraise. So, nakaganyan siya. This as in the traditional way of sitting outdoors in the mountain. So, makikita nyo naman dito sa mismong sculpture na yan kung paano ang pag-upo kadalasan ng mga tao o yung mga tribo sa Ifugao. Okay? So, aside from that, we have the different basket weaving. Yan. So, aside sa wood carving, meron din basket weaving na makikita sa arts and crafts ng Luzon, part of the Luzon. So, what are those? So, the art of basket weaving occupies a very important role in the lives of the Cordillera people. So, yung mga Ifugao, kasali din siya sa Cordillera part. So, for the Ifugaos, basket weaving is a profitable source of income that supplies the everyday needs of the family. So, isa to sa pinagkukuhaanan nila ng pera para maitaguyod o mailabas nila ang kanilang pang-araw-araw na kailangan. So, the Ifugao people create different kinds of baskets for different purposes. So, these are classified as the laba. Yan. So, as you can see in the laba, yan, that's the picture of the laba. So, laba is is a basket type which is used for storing fruits, vegetables, and other dry goods. So, ito, kumbaga, pinaglalagyan. So, ito yung isang basket na to na ang inilalagay lang sa loob nun ay walang iba kundi prutas, gulay, o mga kahit anong pagkain na dry. So, next basket weaving we have is the ulbong. So, the ulbong is the single rod called bamboo basket type which is used for storing milled rice. When we say milled rice, ito yung mga palay. So, dito naman nila tinatabi or nilalagay yung mga palay nila or yung mga nagawa ng bigas. So, dito nila itinatago to. So, dati naman, hindi naman kasi uso yung mga container, yung mga lalagyanan ng bigas ngayon, right? So, next, we have the kayabang. So, kayabang is the carrier basket type which is used for carrying and transporting fruits and vegetables. So, ito yung kumbaga yung sa mga Ifugao, ito yung form of their bags. So, dito nila nilalagay. So, nakalagay siya dito sa head. So, sinasabi siya sa head instead sa shoulder. Pero din sa shoulder, pero madalas nilalagay siya sa noo. Sa noo ng mga Ifugao. So, dito, ito yung pinambibit-bit nila pang transfer para pampapalit nila ng pagkain nila. Or, pag may iuwi silang pagkain sa pamilya nila. Last, we have the pasiking. So, the pasiking is the backpack type which is used for carrying items outdoors. So, ito naman, kung kanina yung kayabang is pinaglalagyan ng mga different foods or goods. Ito naman si pasiking, ito yung ginagamit nila. Pwedeng ilagay nila yung mga gamit nila, clothes, or whatever it is na meron ka sa personal necessity nila. Ayan. So, now we're done with the wood carving, basket weaving. Now, let's proceed with the weaving or textile weaving. So, kung napapansin nyo sa picture, is tela siya. So, when we say textile weaving, this involves the process of making cloth by interlacing two parallel threads at right angles. So, the longitudinal thread known as warp, this is a woven over and under the transverse thread known as weft. So, to produce fabric, the most commonly used materials in textile making includes the abaca, cotton, and the pineapple fibers. So, ito yung mga pangunahing materials na ginagamit. Again, we have the abaca, the cotton, and even the pineapple fibers. So, the people of Ifugao uses textile weaving in creating different kinds of clothing material, such as bahag, or also in English is G-string. So, alam ko na mga familiar kayo sa itsura ng bahag. Ayan. So, I already prepared a picture beside me. Ayan. That is the Igorot vest and the bahag. So, when we say Igorot vest, nasa upper part siya ng body. And then, yung bahag is yung pinagtatakip sa private part ng mga lalaki. So, madalas ang sumusuot ng bahag ay ang mga lalaki. So, open siya sa gilid. So, sinusuot lang talaga nila to ng walang suot na brief. Kasi hindi naman uso yon sa kanila. Then, we have the tapis, or in English is called as a wrap-around skirt. So, yung tapis naman ay sinusuot ng mga kababaihan. Aside from that, aside from bahag and tapis, meron din silang blanket and table runner na ginagawa. So, the people of Ifugao are also known for the beautifully woven burial cloth which they use in burial ceremonies. So, kung mapapansin nyo, may gumagamit din silang mga special cloth. When we say burial, pag may namamatay or kung namatay, ganun, yung mga sinusuot nila. Aside from textile weaving, we also have the ornamental making. Yan. So, ornamental making, this is the personal ornaments, play an important role in the lives of the Cordillera people. So, aside sa paggawa ng mga wood carving, textile weaving, meron din silang ginagawang ornamental making. So, yung mga ornamental making, ito yung mga accessories na sinusuot nila sa kanilang katawan. So, these ornaments serve as a number of different functions, such as to enhance the part of the wearer's body. To signify, this also signify as high status and wealth in the community. So, pag meron kang ganito, it means mayaman ka. Or meron kang kaya. So, it also represent the inner life of the people in the community. So, these ornaments are made out of colorful crystals, precious gems, and ornamental beads. So, as in, pwede mo siyang isanla sa sanglaan kasi nga, gawa siya sa crystal. So, among the most well-known ornaments from the people of the Cordillera region are the Panggalapang. So, Panggalapang is a special necklace made for the mother of pearl. So, gawa siya sa perlas. Then, we also have the Bongge, which is an accessory for the torso. So, when we say torso, this is the torso part. So, the Dinampalay is the highly stylized necklace. And we also have the Tinali, which is the beaded string. And the Linglingo, Ito yung picture ni Lingling, oh. Yan. Which can be used either as a earrings or as a necklace. So when again, for more information about the panggalang, so the panggalang is considered as one of the most prominent of all necklaces in the Cordillera region because it was exclusively worn by the high-ranking and wealthy members of the community. So the panggalapang necklace is usually crafted with large, thick chunks of hand-cut pearls, shells, and other raw materials from the region. So these chunks of shells are fastened to a tie made from aratan fibers. So yung pinanghahawakan niya na ginagamit o nilalagay sa mismong leeg mo is made of rattan fibers. While the linglingo is a round shape that has a slit in the middle of the ear. So yun yung pinampapasok sa mismo, yung pinakahati doon ipinapasok sa inyong mga tenga. So yun yung ginagawa nilang hikaw. So this include two structure which resemble the shape of an animal's head. So kung mapapansin nyo, para siyang cow. So for the Asian tribal communities, the linglingo is believed to possess supernatural powers which are responsible for bringing blessings and fertility to its wearer. So ang madalas na sumusuot nito, when we say fertility, ang nag-aano nito is mga babae. So sinusuot daw nila to dahil sa paniniwala nila, once they wearing this is pwede silang mag-bear o makabuo ng bata. So kung nahihirapan sila sa paggawa ng baby, yung paniniwala ng mga Ifugao people is kailangan lang nila magsuot ng linglingo na accessories kasi nga it gives power and kumbaga nabe-bless yung taong nagsusuot nun para makabuo ng bata. So the necklace is worn to symbolize fertility and represent the fruitfulness that springs from the womb of the woman. So the linglingo is also believed to house the spirits of ancestors and to ward of bad luck. So, pinang-aalis din daw siya ng pinantataboy din siya ng mga bad spirits. So, the people from Ifugao wear linglingo as a pendants for their necklace, while the people from the Bontoc and Kalinga region wear these accessories as earrings. So, if you are from Ifugao, ginagawa mo to as pendant sa kwintas. Pero, if you are from Bontoc and Kalinga places, ito naman ay ginagawa as an accessories for the ear. So, isa siyang kwintas. Sa Ifugao, mga pendant siya. Sa Bontoc and Kalinga, hikaw siya. So, according to the studies, some of the oldest linglingo in the northern region of the country can be traced back to 2,500 years ago. So, doon pa lang siya doon talaga siya pinaka nag-start. So, imagine, 2,500. Ano pa yun? Wala ba tayo? So, that ends our lesson for today for the lesson 1. So, for your activity, I want like you to do the self-checks, which is fill in the table with the function and process of the arts and crafts from the highlands of Luzon to be answered today. So, if you have questions, clarification, don't hesitate. Raise your hand and then sabihin nyo kung ano yung mga kailangan pang i-clarify for this lesson. Then, I hope you learned from me. See you on the next lesson.